Hey there, Hofstra fans. Welcome to this week's edition of the W.B. Mason Coaches Report right here on GoHofstra.com. I'm Mike Sullivan, pleased to be joined this week by Associate Head Coach of the Hofstra Pride Field Hockey Team, Apple Cornell. Coach, how you doing today?
Good, Mike. Thanks for having me.
And look at your team last week, take on Delaware. Only one matchup a week ago, but you fall there 2-1 on the road in Newark. What did you see from that game and from your team?
Well, Delaware is a really strong team, and we knew going into the game we had to play a really solid game. We had to come out with a lot of attack early, and I think we did that. We came out. Janelle scored first, which you know, and she created a lot of momentum for the team. And then, unfortunately, I think as the game progressed, some things didn't go our way. With the two strokes being called and stuff, and we lost a little momentum, which was unfortunate. But overall, I think we played a strong match, and Delaware is definitely a well-coached team.
You bring up Janelle Boileau. There have been a few games here where she hadn't gotten on the board, but the shot numbers were still there. How happy were you on the sidelines to see her, finally get a goal to open up the match?
It's great. I'm really happy for her. I know she's been really working hard in practice, and all the strikers, for that matter, have been really working extremely hard on our attacking end. And I think it really shows that she has put in the effort, and she came out with a goal.
Your team's on a little bit of a losing streak here, but the numbers are still there. You look back to a matchup against James Madison where you really dominated the Dukes, but you didn't see the results. But how do you keep working in practice and keep your team focused? To keep working and that the wins will come.
Yeah, it is difficult, because they are really pushing in practice, and I think the thing is every game they approach it the same way. That we know that we're a very strong and talented team. And some things haven't gone our way, so it gives them that motivation to really come and prove themselves in each match.
Defensively, though, and including in the cage with Caitlin Deturro, that unit continues to be the strength of your team. How do you think they played against Delaware and Deturro as well?
I think DT had an amazing match. She was steady all around. She had great leadership and communication back there, and she even saved a stroke, which helped keep us in the game. It kept instead of a 3-1 match, it was a 2-1 match, and all over the field defensively. Even the midfield and our defensive back line have been really playing so steady, and that's been one of our main focuses. We know if we can keep the score low and get opportunities on attack, that we have a chance to win the game.
Looking ahead to this week, you've been on the road for a little bit, but finally you return home to Hofstra Field Hockey Stadium for a non-conference matchup against Boston University. What are you expecting from the Terriers on Sunday?
Well, this is a really big match for us. BU is ranked 12th in the nation right now, and they're definitely a very solid team. They're a very strong team defensively in their goalkeeping. So it's given us an opportunity to really come out and fight again, and look to attack from the start, just like the same game plan as Delaware. We have to get on the board early, and then we have to sustain that game plan throughout the full 70 minutes.
Now, obviously, this is a break from your CAA portion of your schedule, but how do you, with that in mind, treat this game where, it's not the conference schedule where that's really where you're looking to improve and get those win totals up, but you still obviously want to have success and play well on Sunday afternoon?
Yes, absolutely. We know this is a challenging match for us, so I think it kind of gives us that preparation for the CAA, because we do have Northeastern coming up, which is a very talented team, and it's going to give us those things to work on. It's that challenge that we need, especially on the attacking side. They have a very strong defense, and we need to find out ways to score. So when we get into those CAA matches, we're successful in scoring.
A full week of practice before the matchup on Sunday. What are you looking for in specifics from your team to really work on and improve?
Well, I think it's both attacking circle and defensive circle. I know our midfield, our ball movement has been excellent. And so those are some of the things that we'll continue to focus on. Also, our attack penalty corners. We need to be more successful in our attack penalty corners. I know in Delaware we did only drop 3 corners in the game, but it's still 3 chances to score right there. So we're going to keep putting the pressure on our attack penalty corner unit to make something happen.
As a coaching staff, I know from talking to you in weeks past, you continue to bring up the attacking circle as somewhere, to improve. But what can your players do on the forward line and in the midfield, really have success in that area, when it gets congested at times with the defense and the goaltender?
Yeah, that's a great point, Mike. We've been really working on our ball movement and creating space for our attack to move in. I think that's one thing that we have to recognize is how the defense is setting up and where we can create opportunities on the attacking side. So we definitely have been taking notice of that and working on it.
With all that being said, Coach, what's going to be your key to victory Sunday afternoon against Boston University?
I think just connecting on the attacking side, working together and connecting.
For Apple Cornell, I'm Mike Sullivan. Thank you for tuning into this week's edition of the W.B. Mason Coaches Report right here on GoHofstra.com.